Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The inside handoff. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Grab near the marker. It's Dixon. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before
a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
It's complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can...
Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He makes the connection. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dixon. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
Looking for a deep man. And that pass picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He wants to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Oh, what vision. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Quarterback empties his backfield. Going up top on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is...
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Over the middle, it's Dixon. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere, it's a turnover.
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run a design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Looking for a gap, it's Page. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Trying to pick up a first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up by 17 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they can put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The give from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
On the ground, it's Page. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. The Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He's right on target. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Harris. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense did. What it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, trying to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that ground.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. A shot toward the end zone, and they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to...
Fires toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fat.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gets it out fast.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Looking for more room. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
He caught it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
On second down, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.